my name is Mimi and today I'm gonna to read a book called All About Plant, Discover for Start Read and Discover. Introduction. Plants are very important. We need them for food, wood, medicine, and many other things. We see plants all around us, in field, parks, gardens, even in our homes. What plant do you know? What plant grow in your country? Where did the plant grow? Discover. Now read and discover more about amazing plants. Plants in our world. Plants are living things. They feed, breathe, and grow, and make new plants. But they are different from animals. Plants don't move from place to place like animals do. Plants keep growing, but animals don't grow when they're older. Scientists don't know how many plants are there, but they think there are more than 300,000 types. Many of these plants grow in rainforests. Scientists think that there are 1,000 more plants that we don't know about yet. There were plants on Earth more than 2 billion years ago. The first plant didn't grow on land. They grew in water. It took hundreds of millions of years for a plant to change and grow on land. Before plants, animals did not live on Earth. There's no oxygen in the air and the animal needs to breathe oxygen. Plants produce oxygen and food for animals. They make life possible for us. Discover. Plants started to grow on land more than 400 million years ago. This is fossil of one of the first land plants. Different plants. There are many different types of plants. Scientists put plants into different groups. They think there are plants grow and how they make new plants. Most plants make seed. These plants are called seed plants. The new plant grows from the seed. Many seed plants produce flower. These plants are called flowering plants. Most of the plants that you see around are flowering plants. How many flowering plants do you know? Some seed plants produce cones, not flowers. These plants are called conifers. Some of the world's tallest trees are conifers. Discover. The biggest cones can be 40 centimeters long and they can weigh 4 kilograms. Plants that don't make seed are called non-seed plants. Ferns and mosses are non-seed plants. They don't make seed, but they make tiny spores. New plants grow from these spores. Plant parts. A flowering plant has 4 main parts: leaves, stem, roots, and flowers. The roots hold the plant in the soil. They take water and moisture from the soil. The leaves make the food for plant. The stem take the water from the roots to the leaves. They also take food from the leaves to other plants of the plant. The stem will support plant too. The flower makes seed and new plants to grow on the seeds. Different vegetables come from different parts of the plant. Potatoes are from the roots of the plant. Asparagus is the seed. Cabbages are leaves. Broccoli is the flower. Fruit like apples and oranges are fruit. Fruit grows from flower and plant seed are in the fruit. Discover. The biggest seed are the cocodamur plant. It weighs 30 kilograms. That's about the same as a child who is 10 years old. The life of the plant. Plants change at different times of their life. They grow and make new plants. When they get old, they die. This is called life cycle. We need new seeds, needs water, oxygen, and warmth to grow onto a plant. The plant grows bigger and produces leaves. Then the plant produces flower. The flower has male and female part. The female part of the flower has egg. The female parts of the flower make pollen to make new seed. The pollen from the other flower has to get the egg of another flower. The plant needs wind or insect, like bees, to help. It's called pollination. The pollen and the egg join together to make seeds that grow inside the fruit. Some plants die after this, but other plants grow and make new seed for many years. The seed can't grow if they get too near each other. Animals or the wind can take more of the fruit away from the plant. This keeps the seed more space so they can grow. Seed can live for many years before they grow into a plant. The oldest seed to grow in plant was 1,300 years old. How plants feed. Plant needs food to grow, but they don't need food. Find food for people and animals do. they need to make their own. This is called photosynthesis. Plants use sunlight to make food from carbon dioxide and water. Plants get carbon dioxide from air, the water from the soil, and food that make this called glucose. During photosynthesis, plants also produce oxygen. Photosynthesis happens in leaves. In the leaf, there are chlorophyll that make the leaf green. The chlorophyll catches the sunlight so the plant can use it for photosynthesis. Discover some trees have special leaves that make food in even winter. They never lose all their leaves at the same time. These trees are called evergreens. Plant habitats. A habitat is the place where something lives. Different plants have different habitats. Some plants need sun and other plants need shade. Most plants can't grow very dry, cold, or wet places. In places there isn't much sunlight, some plants have special ways to growing in their places. The cactus can grow in hard, dry places in the desert. Its roots are near the top of the ground so that it can take the winter quickly when it's rain. It stores water in the seeds. The Arctic buttercups can grow in very cold places. It's very small and the flowers grow near each other and near to the ground. The flower to live in the wind and the cold. Seagrass is the only plant that can produce flower underwater. The waves pollinate and flower fish use seagrass for food and shelter. Plants and animals. Plants and animals need each other. Plants produce food for animals to eat and oxygen for them to breathe. Many animals make their home in their around plants. Birds and insects like bees, flies, butterflies pollinate flowers that they feed on nectar inside. Many animals eat fruit from plants. They leave the seed in new places so that new plants can grow. Insects and other animals can see some colors better than others. So different animals like different plants. Bees like yellow and blue so that they can't see red very well. Flies like light color and birds like red. Many flowers have patterns that they help bees to find its center, where the pollen is. People can't see these patterns. The plant smell is also important. Bees like the flower that smells sweet. Birds pollinate flowers that don't smell at all. Some flowers smell like meat. Flies pollinate these flowers. Plants and people. Plants give us food and oxygen, but we need plants for lots of other things too. Our clothes, books, and many other things come from plants. Lots of our doors, chairs, and tables made of wood. Our eraser and bicycle tires made of rubber. Wood and rubber come from trees. We made plants to keep us healthy too. Lots of medicine that use come from plants. Which thing in this bedroom come from plants? The gasoline is our cars come from plants, and a very small animal that lived 300 or 400 million years ago. Very slowly, mud and rock covered them, and they changed into oil. Gasoline are made from oil. Today, people are also using plants to make other fuels like anethol and biodiesel. They can make plastic from plant. Sometimes there are plant plastic in our cell phone, computer, even our socks. The cell phone is made of plant plastic. Amazing plants. The smallest flowering plant is the wolfia. It's less than a millimeter long. The plant is round and it doesn't have any roots. It grows on water. Eating wolfia plant is good for you, but you have to eat a lot of them. Most plants need insects to pollinate them, but some plants also eat insects. One amazing insect-eating plant is the Venus flytrap. It has a trap with a small hair. When the insect walks over the hair, the trap closes. The tea tantrums is one of the world's smelliest plant. It produces flowers and every 6 years, and when it happens, it smells like bad meat. Flies like the terrible smell. Coast redwood are the world's tallest tree. They can grow to 110 meters tall and they can live for more than 200,000 years. The coast redwood can make 6 million seeds in a year. Save our plants. Plants are very important to us, but they are in danger. People build new homes, roads or airports. They cut down plants. In rainforests, people cut down trees so that they can grow crops to sell. Today, there are a lot of palm oil farms in the rainforest. The plants lose their habitat and the earth loses hundreds of different types of plants forever. Pollution is another danger. It puts dangerous chemicals into the soil and is bad for plants. How can we save our plants? We use paper carefully. We all the paper and then recycle it. Buy recycled paper when you can. Be a good shopper. There's a palm oil from the rainforest in a lot of food. Don't buy things that have palm oil in them. Be a good gardener. Grow lots of plants, but don't use dangerous chemicals. Take part in this project. Some wildlife charities to protect, like planting trees. Scientists are collecting seed from different plants and they can store it in seed banks around the world for the future. Okay, that's the end of the book, and I hope you like it. Thank you for listening. Goodbye.